Morning. I know, I was gonna wait till you said something. Just feel like we always kind of say at the same time, and yeah.
Hey, thanks for joining us on this Thursday.
Yeah, welcome to Friday Eve, everybody.
Yeah.
Hopefully you had a good week so far. It was a nice day yesterday if you got outside and enjoy it.
Yeah, and you told us to get outside.
I did, and it was so nice yesterday when I walked outside. At least in Traverse City, it was pretty warm when I stepped outside finally.
I had shorts on. It was nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I had like a little coat on to walk to the gym, and I was like, I don't even need this right now.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And things are changing from what I hear. There's some meteorologist, I can't remember her name, but yeah, she's talking about some rain moving in or something.
Oh, yeah, something like that. So.
Does that ring a bell, Heather?
Does ring a bell, yeah. Talked about it for the last, 6 days. So on the 7th day, here we are.
My Facebook app just died. I don't know if it is mad at my stupid jokes, or I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe that's
could
what
be.
it could be.
Yeah, could be like dad jokes over. Yeah, so we'll talk about that forecast. There's quite a bit to cover, especially heading to Friday. And then we'll take a look at the weather quiz, and then we'll cover some other items of importance too.
Okay. Sounds
Any
good.
other comments?
We'll find out what's important.
Yeah. We'll wait till most of our friends are on.
Okay.
Anything else?
I think I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, ooh, is there a surprise?
Not that I am planning, not that you don't already know.
Did you bake cookies or something?
Oh, no. She napped yesterday, so there was no time for that. He's always thinking about food, you guys.
Right.
Very food motivated.
Very.
Yes, and we were talking at the last Facebook Live. It's National Pet Day today. So we were asking our friends how you plan on celebrating your little pets today. So maybe you give them extra treats, a new toy, a walk,
pets.
and extra pets.
Yeah.
But every day is National Pet Day at the Bricca house.
Oh, yeah. Same thing for the Kinneys.
Yes.
In fact, Gib, you don't have to right now, but do we still have the question of the day pulled out? Yeah, whenever.
Okay, that was...
After Heather's forecast is fine.
Yeah, sounds good.
Thanks.
Alrighty, so according to the Mackinac Island Tourism Bureau, how many U.S. presidents visited Mackinac Island? Now, this doesn't have to be during their presidency, but how many of them have stepped foot on the island? Is it less than 5 presidents, 6 presidents, or 10? And Gib guessed 50, so that was not an answer or an option.
Looking
today.
ahead a few elections here.
Yeah, just a few. All right, so let's talk about that next weather maker. We're going to start to see it pretty soon here if you're in northern Michigan. If you're downstate, you're probably waking up to that rain already. So our low pressure system will move from the southeast to the northwest today. We'll see that rain starting today through Friday evening. And we're looking at a soaking rain, 1 to 2 inches. And what kind of wind gusts are we talking, Brendan?
Well, since I'm still on, I might as well help you. Oh,
Yeah.
It looks like up to 50 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I think that could maybe cause power outages, don't you think?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we could see some isolated power outages, and especially during the show tomorrow, we're going to keep a close eye on that, especially earlier in the day, because we could be seeing that, especially in our rural areas with those trees, especially with a lot of this rain falling. We could see trees falling on power lines. So we're keeping a close eye on that. Here's a look at radar over the last few hours here. We're seeing more of that rain starting to move to the northern lower. I've been keeping a close eye on our weather cameras though, and even though it looks like it's raining, I don't think it is. And I want to show you guys something quickly here. I made a new graphic to show you a little bit about what's around and happening in and around Michigan. So we'll take a closer look at that here with the camera. So Southfield is where we saw that rain early this morning, and we're still seeing that hitting the lens there. You can see there's a little bit of some low-level fog, but it looks like most of our area is staying pretty dry for now. As far as why we're seeing this, our low pressure system centered closer to around the western UP and a little bit into Indiana this morning. These centers of low pressure system will merge together, and that's when we're going to see a lot of that energy and a lot of that rain. And that's why we'll see quite a bit of some gusty winds, especially tomorrow, especially behind the system and as that moves through. So here's a look at the next few hours. If you have any outdoor plans today, Make sure you're planning for that. Grab that jacket and umbrella. It's going to be a wet afternoon. Winds will pick up this afternoon too into the evening, and we'll see widespread rain by tonight for most of the state of Michigan. Heavy rain, especially by the overnight hours. So this is as you're waking up tomorrow morning around this time. We'll see heavier rain falling, especially east of I-75. That's where we're expecting our higher amounts of rain. And then that will continue for most of the day Friday. So we'll start to see that moving more out of from to the east, so off the East Coast. We're going to see a little bit of that coming to an end by tomorrow night, just in time for the weekend. So if you're looking ahead to Saturday, we are looking at drier weather. Taking a look at our forecast peak winds, so we'll see them ramping up by this afternoon into the evening, gusting up to around 25 miles per hour by around 6 or 7 o'clock. And then as we get closer to tomorrow morning, you can see we're already gusting closer to 40 miles per hour in some spots over Rogers City, 37 over in Alpena, a 36 mile per hour wind gust over Bel Air and Traverse City. And our gusty winds will stick with us. That's tomorrow night at 6:30. So we could still see wind gusts over 40 miles per hour. Closer to 50 could be possible. So even though this is not showing it, those purple colors mean closer to around the 50 mile per hour mark. Here's a look at that rainfall forecast. So as I mentioned, more rain falling to our east. We're looking at closer to almost 2 inches over Drummond Island. Same story in Rogers City, 1.6 in Alpena if you're over on the eastern side. About 1 if you're in Pellston, Petoskey, Boyne Falls, Traverse City. Less as you head further west. So only about a ½ an inch if you're over in Benzie County. Closer to 3/10 of an inch in Newberry. So really depends on where you're at. We are expecting the bulk of that rain to stay on the eastern side. Could see locally higher amounts than what we're forecasting there. Here's a look at our 4-zone forecast highs in the 40s and 50s. If you're in the eastern upper peninsula today, we'll see rain showers mainly in the afternoon. Winds staying mainly out of the northeast today. 54 if you're at Gaylord, 51 in Maya with rain and wind. We'll see rain and wind on the western side too. 54 in Elk Rapids, 57 in Boyne City. We'll see 55 in Manistee and 54 in Ludington. Tonight we'll really see those winds picking up, especially overnight. Temperatures in the 40s in the eastern upper, rain, wind. We'll see wind shifting more out of the northwest in the overnight hours as that low pressure system tracks closer to us. 43 in Traverse City tonight, 40 over Fife Lake. We'll see 40 in Manistee. And same story, Cadillac, Lake City, Houghton Lake, and Roscommon. So our extended forecast, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, but we will have to deal with that rain and wind tomorrow with cooler temperatures. But that's closer to average. We're going to be closer to those average highs tomorrow. Saturday, we're trending above average with some sunshine, but breezy conditions to start the weekend off, a lot like last weekend. And we'll see a few passing showers. It looks like earlier in the day on Sunday. Monday looks to be dry with plenty of sunshine. We're trending above average by next week again. We're looking at our next system arriving, I think a little bit later on Tuesday with more rain and wind. That could carry into the forecast on Wednesday. So just be mindful, we're going to see a little bit more rain back in the forecast.
Okay. You sure you didn't make cookies? You just kidding? Or?
I wish.
Okay.
I thought about making pre-made cookies last night. The cookie dough already
Making
made.
pre-made?
Yeah, they're just like the cookie dough.
I know what you mean. Yeah. You just have to bake them, right?
Yeah.
All right, Christopher is saying hi from Farmington Hills. It's raining, it's 50 degrees there. And that camera right behind Heather is something he's commenting on. He said it's not too far from him. I have a feeling, Christopher, that's along 9 Mile Road. That might be at Fox 2. I wonder if that's their tower.
Oh,
maybe
could
Christopher
be.
might know. Because we get cameras from all over the place. Doesn't matter the affiliate.
Yeah.
Who else is here? Paul from Rogers City. Joel, he was watching the earlier one as well, the earlier Facebook Live. It's 47 degrees at the Pleasanton Patriots Pub. No rain yet, I think is what he wanted to say, but the boss called off lawn care for today. Maybe listening to Heather's forecast. Seth is watching from a cloudy Petoskey. Jackie, good to hear from you. She's on her way to Weight Watchers in Traverse City. It's 44 in Kalkaska and a little on the cloudy side. Waiting for the rain, she said. And Joel said, come on, rain, I need mushrooms.
Yeah, it's good news for mushroom hunters, this forecast.
Tom is saying, my thirsty lawn and gardens are looking forward to a nice long drink of water.
Yes.
Mike is saying, good morning, everybody. Everybody's in caps. He's including everybody on this chat here. And he is watching from, or as he puts, listening from Cleveland this morning.
Oh, nice.
And who else do we have here? Nancy is reporting 46 degrees in East Jordan. Thanks, Nancy. Joel is guessing 6 for the weather quiz. Gail saying good morning from Kingsley, 48 and drizzle. And I think what you're trying to say, those April showers bring May flowers, because there's a rain emoji and a whole bunch of flowers.
Yes, for sure.
Paula's watching from Boyne Falls, cloudy and 45 degrees, waiting to see if the rain happens. Where's our happy Friday Eve, Paula?
She's getting there. She's probably just waking up.
She normally says that,
Probably
yeah.
drinking her coffee.
Nancy, Gail, Jackie all guessing 6. Christopher's guessing less than 5 for the quiz question. Susie Q saying good morning. It's 77 degrees. We'll be in the 80s today down south. Estate sailing is what she's doing today. Estate sailing? Yeah, sailing. It's a term, right, Heather?
Sure, yeah.
Alice is guessing less than 5. Sometimes she'd comment something else here. Nope, okay, that was it.
She said she was excited to watch the Masters on her voicemail today.
Oh, yeah.
That's happening.
The golf thing?
Yeah, that big golf tournament thing, Brendan?
Yeah, in Augusta, right?
Yeah.
Is that the green jacket thing?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, Paula's guessing less than 5. Susie Q's guessing 6. John is chiming in from Lottie's Omelets in Glastonbury, Connecticut, if I'm saying that right.
Ooh, you're making me hungry for breakfast food.
Omelets. I bet they have big pancakes with great maple syrup and yum.
Yum.
Maybe some blueberries in there. That makes it healthy. Cancels out all the maple syrup.
Does it cancel out the syrup and the carbs?
Yeah, everything. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. My mom's watching. She's saying happy National Pet Day. Hey, Mom. Raining in Port Huron. I think it's going to rain all day, she said, hoping that Benji and her can go on a walk. Madison did a great job with her report with the beautiful horses. Yeah, that's in Benzie County. There's some more space for Horse North Rescue. Did I get that right?
Yes.
Or North, Horse North
Rescue?
North Horse Rescue.
There's a lot of R's in that, so it's hard to pronounce. But they rescue horses and like use them for therapy and stuff. So she got to visit some of the newer horses they rescued, and they're always looking for volunteers, donations, and stuff like that. So there'll be more stuff on our website if you're interested in learning more. I know there's a lot of animal lovers here. So.
Oh, for sure. And my mom said that would be a fun place to volunteer.
For sure.
My mom connects with the animals quite well. And Christopher said he's at 9 Mile and Middle Belt in Farmington Hills, which is not too far from the TV stations in Detroit. And yeah, I think.
I can look up a map.
I think.
Are you that curious, Mr.
I'm
Map
actually,
Man?
since we have a few more comments, if you don't mind. Oh, 2 more comments. Make it quick if you
You
don't
guys,
mind.
I
No,
think
I'm kidding.
Brendan's favorite pastime, if it's not watching more news, it's going on Google Maps.
Just seeing what's new.
Yeah.
We got Joel saying dark clouds moving in, and Alice said there's a 2.5 hour delay at the Masters
Oh,
because of the weather, perhaps.
perhaps.
And Mike is guessing 6 for the weather quiz.
Okay, so yeah, it's right on 9 Mile.
Yep,
In
that's-
Southfield Road. Or I guess like
Would it
off
be
Southfield.
Greenfield? Would that be just to the west of the camera?
Looks like Route Land Avenue runs into 9 Mile, and it's kind of right over there.
What's the, anyway, I'll look later. Okay, yeah, that's probably what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
What shall we do first? Should we show the cute animals? Should we reveal the answer to this?
Let's do weather quiz stuff since we're on it, and then we'll move on to other topics. So we don't have our friends waiting to see if they're right or wrong. So according to the Mackinac Island Tourism Bureau, how many U.S. presidents visited Mackinac Island? And this doesn't have to be during their, actual term in office, or if they were campaigning. At any time a president formerly or currently has visited. So how many do you think?
My guess was 6.
And that was correct. So it was Joe Biden, Harry Truman, John F. Kennedy, Gerald R. Ford, George H.W. Bush, and Bill Clinton, to name all 6. And here's a look at our weather quiz standings. So Brendan, director, Gib, and producer Sarah are all on the same page this week. 2 for 4. And then Facebook viewers, finally 1 for 4, and our friend Joel chimed in. So thank you for that. If you want to be our Facebook viewer, go ahead and join us at the 6:20 a.m. hour on Facebook Live.
Okay.
That's where we show our first weather quiz. So, and then
What do you want? Off. There we go.
yeah, so this is the beautiful collage that our digital content producer and friend Trevor Drew made. And we were asking everybody, how are you going to celebrate National Pet Day? And it looks like all the above won, which was my addition yesterday. We were talking about it. And, you know, lots of pets, extra treats, long walk, or a new toy. Not too far behind, all kind of even there.
Just mostly everything.
Mostly everything, yes.
Who should we start with?
Let's start with
Ladies
the top.
first?
No, we can start with the top left.
Hi, Benj.
That's Benji in Brendan's lap.
That's me holding little Mr. Benj at a local watering hole. They allow dogs in there.
Yes, yeah, he was just sitting like a human. He was fine.
Oh my
He liked
gosh,
it.
this one his ears were short.
Aw,
Nice, sweet little babe.
he's so cute. And then the middle picture is Miss Queen Stella. That was when we
Stella.
first got her. That was the first day we got her.
Oh,
She
that was day one.
That's day one. I think like hour, maybe one. She was sitting on the couch like that, looking
Wow.
outside the balcony. So
Huh.
Nate took that picture of her. That's my favorite picture of her.
Beautiful.
But she has since gained a few pounds.
That's almost a year ago, right, Heather?
Yes, a year is coming up in just about a month or so.
How exciting.
So yeah, she's happy, to say the least. And then the top right is Wally. That is Trevor's friend, roommate, also friend of ours, Hank's kitty. Wally lived with Trevor for a little bit. And he was watching the show live this morning. So he got to see his little shout out there. Bottom left is Freddie on the right-hand side with his Lions jersey. That's Maya's doggy.
Yeah.
And then Bodie is Freddie's friend, which is also Maya's friend Julia's dog, family dog there.
Yep.
And then what's the bottom right doggy?
That's Sweet Woodson. So that's
Woodson.
Trevor's mom's dog. I
All
feel like
the cute little ones.
if only all of them got together in the same room, man, what
Oh.
a fun day that would be.
They all have fun personalities. So.
Maybe hissing involved with, do you think Stella would, how do you think she'd react?
She and Freddie don't get along. We've tried that twice.
Oh, okay.
A lot of hissing, a lot of get out of my house kind of action there. So yeah, she doesn't love Freddie, but she, you know, was in the Humane Society for a while, so the dogs and the barking, she's not a fan of. I think at one point maybe she was friends with dogs, but that didn't make her very friendly. I think Benji would freak her out. He'd be too like excited and.
Yeah.
And I've
he
thought
likes to
about
sniff.
Wally and Stella meeting. Wally's curious. I think he'd be okay, but Stella would be not thrilled.
My mom said, love the pictures. Stella is adorable.
Yes.
She sure is. And
She's
Gail
the cutest
saying
little kitty ever.
beautiful pets. And can't forget about Gibb's pets, Titan and Porter. Do you think
Yes.
they're sleeping right now, Gib? They're either outside enjoying the what? Oh, the last few dry moments in northern Michigan, yeah.
Yeah, they're probably running around the yard right now. They
Thanks,
probably
Gib.
animals sense when there's weather changing, so they might be like losing their mind out there. Your wife might know more about that.
Gib will see them soon. The earlier we wrap this up, the sooner he gets to go see his
Yes.
dogs. And it looks like the commenting has stopped for now. We do want to talk really quickly here about what's going on tomorrow morning on the TV show, which you can also watch online, of course. Governor Whitmer is going to be in Cadillac tomorrow. Gib, if you want to show our friends the times that they can watch, 4:30 to 7 is when we're doing the morning show thing that we
On
that we do,
NBC.
the thing, and then streaming live at OffNorthLive.com. So it's the annual Governor's Breakfast in Cadillac. So 1,000 people are going to be there, 600 students, as the governor just talks about the workforce and things like that. So Madison will be live in Cadillac previewing that event.
It'll be fun. And then tomorrow I'll also be busy, but I'll be heading up a little bit more north. I'll be in Otsego County visiting Vanderbilt schools. talking about career stuff, mostly centered around news. So I'll be talking about MMJing, multimedia journalist stuff, which is just, you know, our journalists here shoot, write, and edit all their own video for the most part. So that's what we call an MMJ. So I'll be talking a little bit about the news side of things, but also kind of tying in weather stories to that too. Just getting the kids interested about different career options. I think a National Weather Service meteorologist will be there, and a bunch of other career opportunities will be there for the kids. And we're all doing our own separate sessions to kind of showcase those things to them.
Is this part of your Heather's weather lesson segment?
Kind of,
Kinda, yeah.
A little bit less emphasis on the weather lessons part,
Okay.
but Heather's lessons.
Heather's lessons.
Life lessons.
Sit down and listen.
Sit down and listen to what I have to say. And so I did start doing more news things, even though my passion was weather and my degree was in meteorology. So I'm happy to talk about that and kind of get kids excited about maybe getting into the news industry.
Yeah.
So.
Which leads us into programming note?
Yes, the programming note tomorrow, because I have to drive there, I'll be having a very long day. And so I need to leave here pretty early. So we will not hold Facebook Live tomorrow. If you guys have weather questions, again, I always throw it out there. You can email me, hbricca@upnorthlive. You can always Facebook message my meteorologist page. I'll be happy to answer any questions, comments, concerns, whatever. But I will not be physically on Facebook Live to answer the weekend questions if you have any. But
Okay. We do have 2 more comments, and then we'll say bye until Monday, at least in this format. Jackie said, we don't have any pets, but Jerry feeds the 2 dogs next door, bone every day, and then the cat. I don't know what the cat gets. Probably just some
probably
love.
not a bone.
Or maybe the cat just keeps its distance.
Probably tuna.
What'd you say, Gib? And then Mark said, good morning. Rain in Fremont, Indiana ends tomorrow at 2 p.m. And Joel said, have a great weekend then. You too, Joel.
Thank you. Yes, everybody have a good weekend. I'll try to take a few pictures if I can while I'm there. We can show them Monday morning. But I'll be a little bit busy. I don't know if I'll have any help with me tomorrow. So just a programming note there.
Sounds good.
All righty. Have a good weekend and a good Friday tomorrow.
Bye.
See ya.